When it comes to erectile dysfunction, you can try pills, creams, and other more painful solutions, or you can embrace 21st century technology. Patient care advisor with Flagstone Medical, Bill Jeffries, is back to explain a little bit, because you don't want to look like this guy. You don't want to be disappointed in your love life and feel like you have nowhere to turn to. So, Bill, it's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks for coming back. So we're talking about acoustic wave therapy. It's this technology that really addresses the problem of erectile dysfunction at the location, right? So talk to us a little bit more about the technology.
Sure. Acoustic wave therapy is kind of cutting edge because it's the first thing on the market that deals with the root cause of ED as opposed to just dealing with symptoms. If you look at this timeline, as we age, we build up this plaque inside our blood vessels. This is bad stuff over here. This is heart attack territory when these are heart arteries, but for guys, as they age, this plaque buildup restricts the flow of blood, and the way the acoustic wave therapy works is it gets rid of all this plaque and restores the natural blood flow, and brings erectile function back naturally without drugs.
Right, such an important visual because you can really see that plaque build up, and it makes sense why everything wouldn't be, to put it in a certain way, not flowing as well as it should be, right? That's the science about it. And so
it's a plumbing problem.
It's a plumbing problem. So how is this different fundamentally than the other go-to solutions like oral pills, etc.?
Sure. The way the oral medications work is they all fall into a group of pharmaceuticals called vasodilators. And the way they work is, even if you have this plaque buildup, they try to dilate the blood vessels in order to allow more blood to pass.
And step just a little that way so they can actually see that buildup.
Sure.
Yeah. And so clearly a big difference here. And so the device actually breaks up this plaque?
That's correct.
Gets rid of it?
That's correct.
Okay. And so we're looking at it there on the screen too. So let's talk about the device that actually does this. I'm sure it's a bigger unit than what you've brought here.
It is. Yeah, there's a base unit.
Describe what you brought for us.
This is the handheld portion that the technician uses to actually apply the acoustic waves. The acoustic waves emanate from the tip of the device. And they happen very, very rapidly, and there's literally thousands of pulses applied during each treatment session, and it's all done on top of the skin, so it's non-invasive.
And pain-free at that. And just to backstep a little bit, we're talking about oral medications, their effectiveness they lose effectiveness over time, right?
They do. The reason for that is, as you look at this plaque buildup, as it gets the whole way around the blood vessel, the plaque itself is not flexible like the blood vessels are intended to be. And the medications just can't make those blood vessels dilate the way they're supposed to. So really the best solution is to get rid of the plaque and restore function naturally.
And so people might be, hearing about this for the first time or have been wondering about it. So is this safe for any guy?
Absolutely. There are very, very few instances where there's some other medical condition or whatever that would make this not suitable for a guy. During a patient's first visit, they'll meet with our staff physician who will do a thorough physical exam and health history and just make sure that it's appropriate for the patient. But there's no bad side effects.
Right. You can't beat that. And let's be honest, it's something that's kind of difficult to talk about, right? So when you have to go in and talk to somebody, as friendly as they may be, it can sometimes be embarrassing. But Flagstone Medical goes that extra step to make sure that the patients that walk in feel like it's just any other conversation, right? What's the experience like when we walk in?
Well, the first thing that people notice is we have an all-male staff, and we're not a general doctor's office. We only treat erectile dysfunction, so that's what we do. It's a guy that struggles with this problem will find himself among friends, and we have information to provide to him, and we'll help navigate him through.
Right, and anybody watching out there, say a couple has been struggling with this, haven't been able to really open up about it. What's the advice that you would give them to tackle this problem head on?
Well, first of all, and part of the reason I wanted to show those images, the whole issue of erectile dysfunction, it's not anything you did wrong. It just happens. It happens to most guys as they age. So, for the significant other, they just have to understand that, hey, this is a medical condition, just like diabetes is a medical condition, a heart attack is a medical condition. It just happens, and the good news, though, is that we can fix it.
It's life. I mean, it's something. It's like fixing a broken arm, right?
Correct.
What do? You go to the doctor and you get it taken care of. So it's very much like that. Thanks as always for coming on and educating us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And you can get a free initial exam and consultation if you mention the Morning Blend. That's a $199 value. If you want more information, visit flagstonemedical.com or call 520-600-4405.